If someone shows me a Republican and a liberal at the extremes, I see absolutely no difference. This shouldn't even be a video I should be making. This shouldn't be a video if you're a Christian should be watching. This is obvious, just slap in the face stuff. Do you think any of these parties are both Christian based? And if your answer was, well, at least Republicans are more Christian than liberals, stop right there. Examine yourself. Think. Both of these parties are separated from God. The whole point of this government system, the whole point of the world is trying to separate you from God. The idea itself of something being more virtuous than other, that's a world idea. All of us fall short from the grace of God. Remember that. God doesn't care if you're Republican, just like God doesn't care if you're liberal. Both of these parties don't care about God, so you shouldn't put all your identity, all your worth into any one of these parties. Let's take both stereotypes and push them to the absolute extreme. If you show me a brain-dead liberal who screams and yells about transgender rights, who is queer herself, dresses in drag, and does nothing but spew hate all throughout the internet, that is the same exact person as someone who is a gun nut loving idiot who drives a big truck and spews nothing but misogyny. They're both forms of traumatized people trying to justify their own damaged self. On the liberal side, their parents didn't love them enough to show them what the true meaning of love was, what actual dynamics are, how to be masculine, feminine. On the Republican side, they pushed them too hard into this kind of bitter, egotistical extreme of like, men are superior, you do your own work, you try your best. They're all forms of just trauma passing down to their kids. And they both fail so spectacularly at showing everybody what God is, what true love is. Nothing here matters if you yourself aren't happy, aren't fulfilled, aren't pursuing virtuous things. Remember, the world will always be against God, so it doesn't matter what party you choose. None of them will be aligned to God because all of them will try to steer you away one way or the other. So if you want to play this virtual game, you want to play this virtual signaling of, oh, my party's more righteous than yours, let's play it right. Let's play it by what actual virtue is, what actual love is, what actual purpose is. Let's see what the Bible is. When someone hits you, you're supposed to turn the other cheek. Do you think Republicans will ever let that slide? You think that's any form of character that Republicans will ever show to their kids? Galatians says, deny yourself, pick up your own cross. Do you think any parent will tell their homosexual kid that? You can be gay, just deny yourself the gay actions. No, that's never anything any libertarian will teach. Self-denial is hard. Humility is hard. They're both hard because they both require God. Every one of these parties just wants to wallow in their sin. They're slaves of sin. Let's take this a bit further. Let's go through the fruit of the Spirit. The fruits of the Spirit are love, peace, kindness. Do you think that's any attribute that any Republican has? Do you think that's any attribute that any liberal has? No, right? We see it on the internet. Everything is just spewing hate into one another. They're the same shade of the same color of the same hatred that's spawned on by the parents to the kids. I think I proved my point. If anybody would ever just pick up the Bible and read it just not as a superficial level, read it as somebody who truly wants to experience the Holy Spirit, they would understand this world is separated from God. Therefore, we cannot follow this world. If we're in either party, we can select the party, sure. But if we're devoted to either of the party, that's just separating us from what really matters, God. I am not trying to spread hate. I am not trying to spread this kind of filth mongering, this fear mongering that the internet has become. I am saying this out of a good place. I'm saying this out of love. If you truly love God, you won't really put too much weight on this. You'll say, this issue is fine. This is why I choose this party because of this issue. This is why I choose this party because of this issue. If you don't like it, I respect it. I'll move on. But nobody has love anymore. Nobody can even hear this message and feel, okay, I feel it because he's saying it out of love. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love does not envy. It does not boast. Remember what actually matters, and it's not your political party. God doesn't care about it. Because at the end of the day, these parties are both human built. And whatever human makes, it corrupts. Whatever God makes, it endures forever.